Comic-Con here in Austin is now underway, and it's a really great chance to get out here to the convention center and see and meet and even take pictures with some of your favorite celebrities, comic book artists, and pop culture icons. With us this morning, we have Brian O'Halloran. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
No, not at all. Thank you for having me. It's great to be here back in Austin again.
Let's talk a little bit about your career. Obviously,
Sure.
People know you from Clerks.
Yep.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that role. I mean, that kind of gets you still known even now, what, almost 30 years later?
You know what it is? It's a great testament to Kevin Smith's writing about writing a movie about two convenience store clerks and video store clerks. Kids, you can ask your grandparents what video stores were. Because at one time you had to go out and buy it and get the movie physically and put it in your machine.
No Netflix and chill.
No, there was no Netflix and chill. It was like chill while going to get your film and then freeze coming back. No, it's a great testament about the two guys, the day in the life slice of Kevin has been very prolific in his writing since then. We've been able to do many other films with him. We're going to be doing another film in February, visiting these characters again, Jay and Silent Bob reboot. We start filming that in February, so look for that next year. But it's great that the fans come out and still enjoy it. And now when we shot this film back in '93, it came out in '94. We were in our early 20s, now we're in our mid 40s, and we now have children of ourselves who come out and they show it to their kids. Yeah. So that's kind of weird seeing it now moving intergenerationally, being fandomed and loved by all.
Yeah, and the original was an indie film, right?
Correct, yeah, completely shot with independent money and credit cards back then when you were able to get a credit card like that. Nowadays, it's still crowdsourcing is a very easy way of filming and funding films these days.
Yeah. How great is it to be part of Wizard World and be able to come out here and meet your fans?
You know what's great about Wizard World is that, you know, the professionalism, the organization is such a great organization, and they go to so many cities. I mean, most of the major cities have a Wizard World Comic-Con at some point during the year. Coming to Austin is just a really great place. The city itself is so great. There's so many things entertainment-wise to do for the guests afterwards, but this weekend you should totally be here. I mean, we have some great guests. We have people like Michael Rooker, we have Val Kilmer, we have Jason David Frank from the Power Rangers. We have so many people from so many, I mean, Nichelle Nichols from the original Star Trek series, and awesome. Many more.
What is the weirdest thing that somebody has ever asked you to sign or do if they're fans?
Well, that's not safe for TV news. But I've been able to sign some odd things and odd body parts for that matter. So the fan base, if you know the films, the fan base is kind of rough around the edges, which I love. We don't hold any punches, which is great. And so we get a variety of things to be signed.
Okay, so you're going to be here Saturday and Sunday, so people can come check you out. What times?
Well, today we open up at 10. We go until, I believe, 7 today. Tomorrow, again, we'll be at 10 a.m. and we go till 4 p.m. on Sunday. I mean, yesterday was such a great turnout, so it's glad to see that the crowds here in Austin are coming out in droves. And if you get a 2-day pass is especially the best way to do it because it's cheaper than buying a single day. Kids under 10 are free, so, you know, families, please come on out.
Definitely. Get out here early, too, so you can get in line for your favorite.
Because there's also panels, like later on today, me and my co-star Jason Mewes, we have our panel discussion at 2 o'clock, which is always hilarious. So come on out for that. And that's always included with your purchase prices, no extra charge for that.
So when can people expect that new project? You said next year?
Yeah, I have a couple coming out. I have Jason Mewes directed a film this year called Madness in the Method. That comes out, which I was a part of. That comes out later on next year. The Jay and Silent Bob movie we start shooting in February, so that'll be next year. I just got done shooting a film called Right Before Your Eyes. That'll be out next year. And a short film which you can see right now on the internet is called Monsters Anonymous, written and directed by Jeremy London, who was part of the Mallrats series of Kevin Smith. So you can see that now.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Really appreciate it. And for everybody at home that's interested in getting some tickets, you can just go to wizardworld.com.